We're studying IGCSE chemistry and we're starting stoichiometry 5. Now, in the last class, we talked about water of crystallization, right? Crystallization. Fine. What else did we see? We talked about percentage yield, percentage purity, and empirical formula.
We did empirical formula and we did water crystallization, but we didn't do percentage yield and purity.
Yes. That's what we did. So in the last class, we talked about this, and this. Today, we're doing percentage yield and percentage purity. Let's start. Write these formulas on your notebook.
All right.
That is the equation which you're using for percentage yield. It's basically how much yield basically means, let's say.
That's the only thing we write.
Yeah, this is what you write, this part.
Okay.
Now, what is the meaning of yield? The word yield itself means, let's say, how much of something you're getting, or let's say, how good is the produce. Now, we usually use this in farming when we say that the yield of crops is good, because we say that we've gotten a good product, or how good is amount of product. That's what it means. You don't need to know this or write this in the exam, but that is what yield means. How good is the amount of product, or how good is the amount of product compared to expectations. Now, Neha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Read this out.
Yeah.
Yield.
How good is amount of product compared to expectations? Percentage yield is equals to actual mass obtained by calculated mass into 100.
Is that clear? Any questions here?
Yeah. No.
No. Now, next thing is percentage purity. Write this in your notebook, the whole thing, except the recap part. Ayan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. Have you written? Have you finished writing?
Almost. Yeah, sir.
Done. That's good. Neha, Shrey, Manvi, Ayan.
Yeah.
I've
Done.
written it. Done.
Right done.
All right. Let's do a question on this. What better way to learn than to solve questions? So we'll start just by that. Just a second. Should I read the question?
Not really. Wait, what did you say?
Read the question.
Oh, I heard any questions. Okay. So the soluble salt hydrated lithium sulfate is made by titration.
Ayan, continue.
The sulfuric acid slowly from the beer. Wait, no, is added slowly from the beer until the injector just changes color. The volume of sulfuric acid need to just neutralize the lithium hydroxide is noted. Describe how you would continue the experiment to obtain pure dry crystal of hydrogen lithium sulfate.
This is called formation of salts, which comes in the analytical techniques as well.
We're
Yeah,
doing
okay.
this in school currently.
We're doing this in school. So we'll do this as well soon. But let's focus on this one. Manvi, read the question.
Question 3. Using 25 centimeter square of, is that square? It should be cube, right?
Cube. No, not cube. This is, yeah, this should be cube.
Okay. 25 centimeter cube of aqueous lithium hydroxide, concentration 2.48 moles per dm cube, 2.2 grams of, can you zoom out? Hydrated lithium sulfate was obtained. Calculate the percentage yield, giving your answer to one decimal place.
I need you to, before you start a question like this, you have to underline the important things. In exam, use a pencil to underline, not with a pen. We'll underline that. That's what we have. And this is what we have, concentration. Let's say this, and this. So again, next thing is we'll write things down for LiOH, yes, LiOH,
Yeah.
aqueous. Now, what do we know so far? We know concentration, we know mass, we know volume. Concentration is how much? 2.48.
Yeah.
Anas, work with me on the board. Guys, I want the answer from Ayan. Neha, solve this in your notebook. And I need the answer in the chat for all the parts. Now, we have done all of this. From here onwards, I'll help you. But these questions are easy. The first two. Anas, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What is the concentration of lithium hydroxide aqueous?
2.48.
2.48 what? Mole per dm cube?
1 per dm cube.
Yeah, we need to write that down. That is important. It could even be mole per cm cube. So this part is important. Now, next thing, what is the mass of hydrated lithium sulfate found?
2.20 grams.
So this is for hydrated lithium sulfate, and the mass was 2.20 grams. Fine. What is the volume of lithium hydroxide used?
Uh, 25.0 centimeters.
Cm cube. Yes. Okay. The number of moles of LiOH used. How can I find number of moles of lithium hydroxide? Write it down, Neha, Manvi, and send me the answer. Quick.
Yep.
Be fast. So your job is to send answers quick, right? I know you can do this, but how fast can you do it? That's the question. Now, Anas, tell me, how do I find the moles of LiOH? Neha, tell me.
You use the formula to find the moles.
Which formula? Neha, which formula?
Is it N equals M by V?
N equals
M
M
by
by
V.
V. No, that's wrong. That's not a formula. I'm going to give you all the formulas here. This is all you need in your exam. Nothing else. Okay? Nothing else.
How do we know if it's a gas?
It will be written in the question. They will tell you it's a gas. Right now we don't know. We know it's aqueous, isn't it? Aqueous is not gas. Aqueous is AQ. Gas is G. Gas. That should be. They will tell you that it's gaseous. Gaseous.
I sent my answer.
Sent your answer. Okay. Fine. Fine. All right. Now, Anas, tell me which equation are we using? Neha, tell me. Neha is not here. Ayan, have you sent the answer in WhatsApp?
Where can I find the periodic table in my book?
Guys, tell him. Where is it?
1 second.
It's perhaps at the end of your book, Anas.
Yeah, it's before the glossary.
It's at the end of the book before the glossary.
All right.
Okay. Now, Anas, tell me, what should I use here? Or now, Shrey, Ayan, and Manvi, I've gotten the answer, Manvi's answer. I haven't gotten Shrey's answer or Ayan's answer. Progress. Right. I'm checking. Anas, choose a formula. Which one are we using? You need to be able to solve questions, and then understanding is not enough. Yeah.
We're using the N equals mass by MR.
MR. Okay. So tell me mass of LiOH.
Uh, 2.20 grams.
So that's LiSO4. Is it lithium sulfate? They're asking me for LiOH, not LiSO4. So what do I do? Yeah, Manvi, I'm checking your answer. Give me a second.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah. Yes, it's correct. Second one. Give me the second one.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
All right. Ayan, I want the first one, and Shreya, I want the first answer. Now
So
the
you want to
people
ask from both of us, or
from both of you in WhatsApp. Yeah, I'll check it, and I'll return it to you with corrections. So send it ASAP. Anas, use this one. Look at this. C
sir?
equals NV. Yeah, Ayan.
I don't have my phone with me at the moment.
Yes, Anas.
Don't we already have the concentration?
We don't. So we want moles, right? We have the concentration. We have volume. I want the N. So I don't know. I have to use an equation where I know two things. Okay? Does that make
Not
sense?
important to find the mass.
We don't know the mass, and we don't know the moles. So the two over here we don't know two things.
Okay,
Over
okay,
here,
I
yeah.
get.
Now why can't we use this guy? We know the volume. We know
This is for gas.
for gas. Yeah. So we only have this guy left. So C equals N over V. We know C, we know V, so we can find N. So C is how much? Let's use it here. C was N over V,
2.48,
2.48
which is equal to n by
over, yeah, by
5.
25,
So 0.48.
25 dm cube, 25, right, cm cube. But the thing is, you need to divide it by 1000. Why is that? Because you have to turn cm cube to dm cube.
PM.
Because the concentration is in dm cube. Both of them should be same. Okay?
Okay.
So divide by 1000. Just put it 1000 here. Now solve it on your calculator. Tell me the answer of n.
Okay. All right.
Now, guys, please prioritize being able to solve questions. Because if you study so much, you know everything. But if you can't solve questions, then you're not getting marks in tests.
Yep.
And that is why I send you homework. I will be assigning new homework soon. Because there's no other way. I can't solve 10 questions in class. Yes, I can only solve, let's say, a maximum of 5. The rest
Wait,
5 questions you have to do on your own. Yeah. Yes, Anas.
It's not working. My calculator is not working.
No
It's
working?
like, yeah, when I try to divide it, it's showing something else, a different sign.
Different sign. I see.
Like it's like a half U.
So first, let's take this to that side. It's divided, so we'll do 2.48 into 25 divided by 1000. Now solve the answer.
2.2.
I sent you the second answer as well.
Yes, checking it.
It's 0.062.
0.062. That's correct. Understood how to solve this? Write this in your notebook
Okay.
and then tell me when you're done. Give the question number. Question number, let's just say Q1, B1. Okay, so Manvi, your answer to the next one is not correct. We'll have to see why.
How?
How? We'll look at it. Now, Anas, finish this. Let's start solving the second one. Manvi, work with it.
Wait, 1 second. I'm writing it down.
Ayan, I still haven't gotten your answer for the first part. Shrey, can you hear me? I'm removing the guys with the mics off. Yeah, you can stay out for a bit.
I'm here.
You're here. Good. So
Okay,
part
then,
one.
what went wrong in my answer?
Yeah, that we'll do that right now. That's the next thing we're doing. Shrey, start solving the question. Send me a picture. Because we're moving on now. The next part here. Number of moles of LiSO4H2O that which could be formed. Yeah, LiSO4H2O. So I want this guy. And what do I know? I know this guy. Right, Anas? So look over here,
Yeah.
Manvi. You know the moles of this guy. Okay. And you want to find out what is the moles of this guy. Now, what
Okay,
is
I
common?
didn't-
Yeah. Yeah, I think you found
I
this guy,
didn't-
yes?
No, it's mentioned that 2.2 grams of hydrated lithium sulfate was.
Obtained.
So I used that and then I divided it by the molecular mass.
Yeah, you can do that as well, but oh yeah, you could have done that. Yeah, that's easy. No, that's not correct. Why? Because this was obtained, and they're asking how much could be formed. That's a difference. Not how much was obtained, but how much could be obtained and how much could be formed. Right? So we'll have to use the mole ratio. We can't use that. Is that clear, Manvi? Okay.
Yes.
They're telling us that this much was formed, but now you have to find out what is the actual as per calculations. That is a real world answer. In the real life, they found this much, right? But now they're asking us how much could be formed? How much is the maximum that could be formed, right? So that's what we're doing here. Now, number of moles of LiOH used, okay. How many moles of could be formed? What is the maximum moles you could find? So we'll have to compare this. Now, Anas, work with me here because in the exams you have to solve questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the same questions will come in your test. LiOH. Now you know the moles of LiOH. How much are they? 0.6, 0.062.
Yeah, 0.06.
So let's write that here.
But,
First thing first.
There's LiOH is 2, right?
2. So I'll write 2 here. This is the ratio, right? The
So
ratio.
okay, yeah.
2 is to 1 is to 1. And Anas, tell me what is in front of H2O. Which number is there?
In front of H2O, 2.
2. So the number in front matters. Nothing else. That's the ratio. You have to find the ratio first. 2. This is the ratio. 2 is to 1 is to 1 is to 2. Fine.
Yeah.
Now you tell me what is the ratio for the second equation.
Me?
Yeah, Anas.
Oh, it's 1, 1,
1.
2.
Everything is not 2. 1. Right? There's no 2 here. 1. Okay. Now we have 1 here. Now man, we look here. Let's. What do we
Yeah.
care about? What is common in both the equations? Tell me.
H2O,
H2O. Yeah, that's
LiSO4.
LiSO4. That's what we care about. Now take the one. No, don't take water. Usually, it's better to take LiSO4 or any other compound. Now, next thing is we'll take LiOH. Okay, fine. And we know LiOH, which is how much? Now we'll find the moles. Just a second.
We found it already, right? 0.
Yeah, we found it. The moles were 0. Just a second. Moles. Mole were 0.062. Yes. So, Anas, tell me how many moles of Li2SO4 will be formed? Now, first compare the numbers here, 2 and 1.
So
What
it's
is
going to
it?
be half of.
Right? Half. Now, Anas, can you see this? That 2 is actually, or 1 here is half of 2. Yes?
Yeah.
So then the moles will also be half.
Okay.
So if 2 becomes half, like this, 2 is becoming half, then the other guy will also become half. What is half of 0.062? Tell me.
0.031.
0.031. All right. Fine.
Is that the final answer?
I'll tell you just a second. Now we have this 0.031. Now we know. Now tell me how many moles of Li2SO4 do we have? We have 0.0. Not 1. That's the ratio. We have 0.031. That's what we found. Right?
Yep.
Now, Anas, tell me if Li2SO4 is 0.031, how much will Li2SO4 dot H2O be? How much will that be? It's
Will
1
it
is to
be
1.
the same?
Same. Right? Because it's not double, it's not half, it's same. If this was 2, then you'll have to double this. If it was 0.5, then you'll have to half it. But now you have same. If it's same numbers, then you'll have same. So the answer is 0.031. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah? Now, Shreya, any questions here? Ayan, Neha, you were out of the class.
Not much questions.
Fine.
Can I mute because
It's all right. Yeah. Now, mass of 1 mole of Li2SO4 is this much. Tell me the maximum mass you could find. How do I find the mass from MR and moles?
Okay, so it's going to be moles into MR.
N is equal to, first we'll write the general equation, mass by MR,
Yeah.
and then
Mass
we'll
by
solve it. So mass, we don't really know. We know N is 0.031. So we'll do
Moles.
0.031 into MR 128. Answer, tell me.
128. 1 second.
1 second, I'm doing it.
Ayan, I need the answer from you
Sir, the answer. Can I tell the answer?
in the chat, Neha.
Okay.
So we are finding the mass, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure, sir.
The answer is 3.97. 3SF.
Yeah, 3.97. I got the same thing.
Now, percentage yield. How do I find percentage yield? You have the formula given in your notebook. Use that formula to tell me what is the percentage yield. Now, Neha, have you written the formula?
Wait, we were not trying to find the mass.
We were trying to find the mass. Now, use the
Sir?
formula. Percentage yield is
It
calculated
is.
mass. Yeah, it is.
So
Just a
for
second.
percentage yield, I have a doubt. Do
Okay,
you
tell me.
consider the amount of moles that were formed for the actual substance and divided by the moles expected, or do you do the mass of the actual substance divided?
Mass. It's always
Okay.
mass. Now you'll get the same answer though. So it doesn't make a difference. Mass or
Okay.
moles. It's your choice, but do mass. That's which is given. That is what is given in your syllabus.
But I sort of already found the moles, so can I do the moles? I mean,
No, use the mass. They've been given the mass in the question for a reason. 2.20.
okay.
So mass of product divided by mass of calculated mass into 100.
That's the formula, right? Of
Yes.
percentage yield.
Yes.
Wait,
You should.
isn't it like actual mass obtained by calculated mass?
Same thing. Actual mass obtained
Same
by
thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
By
Actually, no.
calculated mass, do you mean like relative atomic mass?
No, I mean the mass which you found over here in the question.
I don't understand that question.
You
The
don't understand. I'll
maximum.
tell you. So look. The maximum yield. That's the maximum you can get, right? The maximum calculated mass, which is in theory. Now, what we're doing is the calculated mass, the calculated maximum mass. Let's say the calculated maximum mass.
I found it.
Answer in chat.
Yup.
Calculated maximum mass into 100. What this really means is whatever you found by mole ratio, right? Put that in the denominator. And what was the actual product you got? I got 2.2 more grams. That is what I got in real life. Okay,
Okay.
that's what I got in real life. So real life divided by my calculations. So 2.20 divided by 3.97 into 100. Answer is
Oh, that I get, but I don't get that one.
55.4 rounded
How
off
do
to 3SF.
all right. Yeah, that's correct. Anas, now tell me.
How did you get 3.97 though?
3.97. You know the MR, which is 128. You know the moles. So therefore, mass will be n into moles into MR.
So that's how you find the maximum yield.
Yes, that's how you find the maximum yield. Maximum yield is basically the calculated mass or mass based on the mole ratio. Now, we're going to do another question on this in a second. Let's do another question on this, something better, or to have more practice. Calculated mass, let's say, or in real life, we obtained 5 grams of CuSO4. The okay. Now, 2.5 mole per dm cube and of, let's say 50 cm cube of H2SO4 was used. Find percentage yield.
Wait, is there a thing like SO or is it sulfur and oxygen like mixed?
SO is sulfur and oxygen always. If they're capital, then they must be sulfur and oxygen.
All right.
That is called sulfuric acid. Now, guys, come on, work on this with me. Neha, you work with me. Come on. Ayan, any questions so far?
Yeah.
I'm still a bit confused about the percentage yield part.
Percentage yield part. So just try solving this question on your notebook. Tell me if you can get the answer. Shreya, you're not solving questions. I need you to solve questions. Right? Now, the one who gets the answer first for this is a better student and is actually getting some marks. So come on, do it.
Now I'm interested.
Okay, right. I need the answer first. Whoever gives it first is better. May I work with me? Now you tell me.
Yeah.
Read the question first.
In real life, we obtain 5 grams of CuSO4, 50 centimeter cube of 2.5 moles per decimeter cube H2SO4 was used. Find percentage yield.
Yield. How do we solve this question?
Hard. That is so difficult.
So basically,
first thing
percentage.
first.
We have to write the formula for percentage yield.
I'll do one by one. Just a second. Right. Let's say I'll tell you what to do. Find moles of H2SO4. Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Find moles of CuSO4.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you 3. Find maximum yield. Yield of CuSO4. Then finally, all you have to do is find percentage yield. That's all you have to do. Now start with moles. Anaya, how do I find the moles of H2SO4?
Mass. Wait, no. Yeah, MR into mass.
So N is MR into mass. But that's wrong. Try again.
Wait. One second.
Read the question.
Write the question. No, solve it with me. Anas, first tell me. Or yeah. Anas, write the question. Yes, please do that. Write the question and the steps. This is the method. Now, because the same questions will come in exam, you have to know how to solve questions. Don't tell me that you don't know, because we are practicing right now. We'll practice a lot more but practicing, we are doing that. Yeah, okay. I'm restarting the meeting. All of you rejoin ASAP. Manvi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Solve the question. Send the answer. Okay. Who's here? Neha, work with me. Come on. N is not MR
Yeah,
into
one
MR.
second.
That's a rookie mistake. We can't expect that from you. N is
Hello,
always
sir.
mass.
Your voice is
by
breaking,
MR.
sir.
Now can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, now can you hear me?
Yeah, right. And now I can hear you.
N is, you have all the formulas here. So choose. Which weapon do you want? This is your weaponry, perhaps. Right?
Okay.
The orange
We have to
ones are
find
your,
more. Yeah, sir. I said we have to find moles, right?
yes. You have
Wait,
to find
1
more.
second. So could you scroll down once?
Scroll down. Yes.
We have to find moles for H2SO4. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sir. Now to the back to the.
I solved it. Should I send a picture?
Send it.
Sir, okay. What did I tell before?
Mass into MR.
Sorry, mass by MR.
Right. Okay. Mass by MR. Fine. Fine. Okay. But still, it's not. It's not relevant. Relevant. Not relevant to question. Okay. Why? I'll tell you why. Fine. Tell me the mass of H2SO4 in the question.
1 second. Mass of H2SO4.
Yeah.
We don't have the mass, right?
We don't
Do
have
we?
it. So we don't have it. So we can't use this.
Yes.
So okay. Then what will we use?
So if we have to find the mass, then we have to multiply. But we don't have moles, do we? Oh, we have moles. We have to multiply MR into moles.
Right. Tell me the moles.
We have 2 point. No, wait. Yeah, 2.5 moles
But that per dm cube, right? Per
per
dm cube.
dm cube.
That is
Yeah.
concentration. So concentration is always mole per dm cube is always concentration.
Concentration, right?
So you don't have the moles either.
Moles either.
Can't
Yeah,
find the
we
moles.
don't have moles either.
So but can I use this? C is n by v. Do you have the volume? So that's why I always tell you to write underline the question. You've been given the volume, you've been
right.
given the concentration.
Concentration. Oh, right. And we can find the moles, and then we can use this formula. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You have
I
to use
sent
this
the
formula.
answer on WhatsApp. Is it?
Okay, this
Can you
formula.
check if it's right?
Okay, I'm
Okay.
checking it. Now we have to find the
Yeah.
moles of H2SO4. So
Yeah.
do it.
So it would be 2.5 is equals to n by volume. Volume is 50 centimeter.
The volume is 50. So volume is 2.5 is equals to n by 50.
50. Yeah. And then you multiply 50 with 2.5.
So how many moles do you have?
1 second.
Anas, are
So
you
we have
understanding?
125 moles.
Yeah, but I think she's doing it wrong.
How much do you have? 125
We have
moles?
125 moles. Yeah.
But
No,
that's
you
wrong.
have 0.12. You have 0.125 moles.
Yeah, but that's wrong. But why is that wrong?
It's because she forgot.
It's because the moles it's per decimeter cube, and we have this
Yeah.
by centimeter.
So this will
Right.
become
So
0.
you divide it by 1,000.
Make sense?
Right. Yes.
Now
yes,
find
it
moles
does.
of CSO4. How do I do that?
So since the ratio is 1:1, it will be the same, right?
Ratio is 1:1. That's good. We'll write the ratio first. First write the ratio, if everything. Now we're looking at CuSO4 and H2SO4. We know this guy, we have to find this. Okay, if this guy moles, if this guy is 0.125 and it's the 1:1, this must also be 1:5. So N of CuSO4 is 0.125. Clear? Any doubts?
Yeah.
Now find the maximum yield of CSO4. What is the meaning of this?
This is how much you would theoretically get with
Yes.
0.125 moles.
Right, so that's your maximum
How much mass you get?
mass you can get. Exactly.
MR is 160.
MR is 160. Now we have to find the MR, but how do we find the mass? Mass is always, sorry,
MR in
N is mass by MR. Okay. And I know N, which is 0.125, and I want to find the mass. But I don't know the MR. But the thing is, MR can always be calculated. It will not be given in the question always. You have to calculate the MR. Now, Anas, tell me the MR of copper sulfate.
So how do I calculate it?
I'll give
I
you.
did it.
They tell me, Manvi.
It's Cu is 64, sulfur is 32, oxygen is 16, which is 4 into 16 because
Oh,
there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
4 present.
I know that. So let's just okay. So Cu is 62.
It's 160. It's
Into
64 in the
That's 64.
periodic table.
Yep, 64. Then so the total is 180.
160.
160. All right. So now can I find the mass? How do you find the MR, Neha? Can you tell me?
Sir, could you repeat?
How do you find the MR?
MR.
Yeah,
It's
you find it by using the product table. Add the masses of all the atoms in the compound. So Cu,
Yeah.
add the mass of Cu, S, and O4. Okay.
So yeah.
For
So
6. What is the mass of sulfur? Sulfur here is 32.
32 and oxygen we have 4, so 16 into 4.
Yes. So then the mass will
Yeah.
be mass over 160, and the answer will
20
be
grams.
20 grams.
Isn't it
Fine.
like 32.1?
Yes, 32.1, and that will give us 20.0
32.
grams.
Oh, it's
Okay.
32 in our book.
32 in
Yeah,
book.
you just round it off to the nearest
No, you
one.
don't have to do that. Use your periodic table in the
Or
exam, whichever is given.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So mass is 20 grams. Fine. Find the percentage yield. How do I
Yep.
find that? Anas, now guys, I want the answer in the chat, all of you, even Manvi. Neha, Anas,
Yep.
you know the formula. Now, Ayan, work with me on this. Mic on.
All right, sir.
How do I find the percentage yield?
I take the mass given the equation divided by the mass you found out.
Yep, so product obtained, perhaps divided by calculated mass. So mass of product obtained. They won't ask you the formula, they'll just ask you the answer. So you need to know what the formula means. The formula means given in the question divided by calculated mass. So perhaps they've given us
Sure.
5 grams in the question,
We don't
and
get marks for writing the formula if it's like a 5-mark question or something.
it won't be 5 mark, it will just be 1 mark question. And you should write the formula, right? The formula which you're writing is in the top, the one which I made you write. Mass
Yeah.
of actual mass obtained divided by calculated mass into 100. So the answer is, tell me, people got the answer.
25%.
25%. Perfect.
Okay, so I solved it first. Does this mean I get points?
Yes, you do get points. Now Manvi is on the top of the leaderboard. Who's after that? After that, we have Anas, because he answered it. Neha, I haven't gotten your answer. Neha third. And Ayan, you'll have to rank up Ayan. Then we have Shrey. Shrey is not in the class, I think. He is in the class, but he's not connected to audio. Just a second. Okay, now let's do another question just like this, but from the past papers. Now, just get a good look at the hierarchy over here. If you want to get to the top, you'll have to work harder. Yeah. And Manvi, you may fall to the bottom if you don't work hard. That can happen.
You have to
Yep.
be consistent.
Yes, consistent. Now let's look over here. Another question. Now this one, I am not helping you guys in this. It's all you. Now don't start right now. I'm giving you time limit. Okay. The time limit for this question is exactly 6 minutes. Start. I don't think you'll need 6 minutes. It's 4 marks, 4 minutes needed. So the number of marks it tells you how many minutes you need. If it's 5 marks, you need 5 minutes.
What if it's 30 marks?
30 marks. Then perhaps you'll need 30 minutes. But you won't get a question like that. Now you may ask me, what if it's 1,000 marks? Well, you're doing the wrong paper then. Right? Check if it's the correct IGCSE paper. Now I've gotten one answer. I need the answer in WhatsApp from all of you.
Okay, we are missing the formula, right?
Which formula?
The reaction between HCl and cobalt chloride.
Oh yeah, okay, yes, you are. I can't really expect you to know that, but you can make the. By the time, yeah, you should be able to make your own equations. We'll do that afterwards. Yeah, when we finish acid bases. This is a pretty simple reaction of a carbonate. No, just a second. Just a second. Right, that's it. So this is the equation you're using.
Wait for which question?
For this question, part C, question 3. Solve the question in your notebook. We're doing the question.
Right.
Okay. Anas, you're going good. The first one is correct. I've only gotten one answer from Anas. Now the next thing you should know is COCl2 plus 6H2O gives us COCl2 dot 6H2O. You will not be given this in the exam. You'll have to write the second one on your own. Ayan, are you solving this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good.
I am unable to find the moles for the second one.
Second one, use the mole ratio. Form the ratio for the equations. Use the equations here. Write the equation in your notebook and use them to find the moles.
There is no HCl in there.
There is. Check. Is there? Isn't there?
Oh, it's in number 1.
So yeah, you'll get 2 equations always. Usually, not always. You can get 2 equations. Usually, you get only one. I hope you write the question as well. To remember what kind of question we're doing, give it a title. This is skill check. for percentage yield.
Can you check mine?
Full marks. Good job. Right, Anas. So Anas is the first one here. Now, Manvi, I'm still waiting for your answer.
Yeah, I'm solving it. Just a second.
Okay, so Anas, meanwhile, you'll have to solve something else as well. Right, any questions here? Anyone? First solve, then ask me doubts. Now I'm giving another question. Do after this. And I start solving this
Okay,
one.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm just sending you the picture.
All right. Okay, so Anas, take a screenshot, and everyone take a screenshot of the second question here as well. You have to solve this. Now the class is going to end soon, but you have to solve this and send me the answer. Okay, the fourth one as well. Now, Manvi, have you sent the answer? No, you're sending it.
1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neha, where's Neha? Neha is not here.
I just submitted the answers.
You submitted it? Yep, full marks. Good job.
Can I please? Because I have to print.
Okay, I submitted it too.
Submit it to. Now, just take a screenshot of this before you leave, Anas. Ayan and Manvi, stay for a second.
I did.
Did? All right. Now, just a second. Now, you can leave. Take care. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Now, this one is. Yep, Manvi, full marks. Good job, all of you. See, it actually pretty makes me very happy, you know, when you guys get full marks. So that's good. A star. Now, I want this behavior to continue in your test as well, because I see a lot of silly mistakes in the test. So we'll practice, and hopefully with practice we'll do good. Now, Manvi and Ayan,
Yeah.
right? One last thing is, again, if there's anyone interested, let them know. And you have test tomorrow. Not tomorrow. You have a test on Saturday for biology. Is that clear?
Sorry, don't we also have a physics test on that day?
No. No physics test. No. Wait.
Oh, all right.
Wait. No. Yeah. No. No.
Yesterday, you
So,
told us you had to do something at our home.
yeah. Perhaps an assignment. Yeah. You'll get an assignment. You will. That is compulsory for the weekends, right? Weekends are for studying, not for relaxing, obviously. So you'll get an assignment for physics. Finish that in the weekend, and you'll have a test of biology. Which chapter is variation and coordination? That's it. Wait,
Yes,
Anas
sir.
is also in biology, yeah? So, Manvi, please tell him as well. Take care. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye.